Hi, welcome back to a new episode of the Greatest Book Club in the world, aka Book Club. Yeah! Yeah. Let's go. And guys, today we have an extreme exciting episode. Today, guys, we're on episode 247. Again, guys, 247, which is awesome because tomorrow on episode 248, we're going to finish the book. 249, we're going to have the special episode of finishing the book, of the takedowns, highlights of the book, and what I think about the book. And on the fourth day, we are going to have the episode of finishing the special episode of 250 episode, the quarter of 1000 episode. We have to go and have the special episode. So let's go, guys. So guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome, and before the family of the channel, welcome back. My name is Zeki, the host. And on this podcast, guys, we're working together on speaking level, and on our communication skill to step on the camera and get ready for the camera. This is podcast because the 20 believes that English is the number one to teach one of us must require not to be successful in life. And the second that is going to help us a lot is not to get better for the camera. And if we take those two skills, speaking English, become less on communicating on the camera, combining them together, we can create great content, and we can influence billions of opinions around the world of social media, which is amazing, crazy opportunity for us. So I recommend to do this. Hey guys, when I started my journey, I was afraid to speak in English, and I was afraid to stand on the camera. And I'm aware of the fact that a lot of people make me afraid to do it. So I decided to open this podcast because I want to inspire other people, and I'm doing so to work on English, and I'm doing so by sharing with you guys my own journey. You see my struggles, my success, my failures, my tips about to improve my English. And you see it's all journey from episode number 1 to now. We almost at 250 episodes, which is crazy. 1 year of episode, which this is crazy. And I hope by showing you my own journey, you will get some inspiration to also work your own journey and to work on English, and you will see that it's not so not to be afraid of English, and it's not so terrifying to speak in English. You just need to speak in English. You just need to start to speak in English, and you will get better in that 1% each time. So let's go. And today, guys, you see, I bring you guys this really nice background. It's later tonight. Is the third episode I'm going today. 45, 46, 47. Now it's 47, and I'm a little bit tired. So I bring all this nice background, so will wake me up. So wake me up, baby. It's all over. It's never over, guys. And if you want to check out this great background, you know where you can find them. 3, 2, 1, kabam! You can find them on GoodFun. And this great background uploaded to GoodFun by Alice. It's the first time, Alice. So, hi, Alice. Nice to meet you. On 4th of August 2015. And of course, we like it because we really enjoy it. And it's downloaded almost 3,000 times. So, impressive. And if you want to download the picture, just need to choose the resolution over here. Press download. Right-click on the picture שמירת תמונת בשם in Hebrew, or say picture-less in English, and type down in the comment below in your own in which I want this say picture-less. And we only do, when all of us been guess from where you are, it's going to be a really nice game. Click on it, choose very well to save it, press save, and comment just like that. You will get this great background on your computer. So thank you very much for Alice for sharing this great background with us, and thank you very much for the artist, to the artist who made this great background, who made this great background for sharing it with us. And guys, today we are continuing our journey with Atomic Habits with James Clear. Really great book. I really love this episode. I really love this series, and you know, I'm excited about this episode. So I record 3 episodes per day. So I really enjoyed the episode. And guys, if you want to enjoy the background on James Clear and the book, you got to link to it. To enjoy it in the description below, so make sure to check them out and to make sure to like them. And you got the link to the takedowns, highlights of the book that we are going to read on episode 449. And guys, if anyone of you have any suggestions for me, I can put myself or the podcast, please mention in the comment below. And if you want to come to the podcast, be a guest on the podcast, share with the board, recommend us some books, work in English, just have a great time. If you guys are really nice guy, please let me know also in the comment below so they can read it. And feel free, if you learn something new from the channel, of course, you're going to read. If you want to share it with us, maybe you have some nice quotes that you want to share with us, maybe something for me, or the book, or if you have any tip for life, lesson for life that you want to share with us, feel free to do it in the comment below. Say hashtag AKNation, hashtag Adam. Come up with your own hashtags, and let's see what the best hashtag is going to be our official hashtag of the AK Nation book club, the AK Book Club Nation. The book club AK Nation, the AK Book Club Nation. Yeah. The AK Club Nation. Yeah, AK Club Nation. I like it. So guys, without any, and guys, if you enjoyed the episode, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, put on notification bell so you can notified the next time that extremely exciting episodes are coming to YouTube, and sharing with your friends. And you know, if you're going to subscribe right now, you will get 5 extremely exciting episodes per week. So make sure to check to subscribe to the channel. And you know, of course, an application bell, because it's going to be, as I told you, going to be the special of highlights, the highlights of the books, especially the beginning, the highlight of the book special, and the 250 episode special. We're going to have the episode starting a new book, which I'm going to reveal only on the day then it's going to release. And we're going to have in 2 weeks or 3 weeks, we're going to have the 1 year special, 1 year of podcasting special. So definitely you want to definitely make sure that this application bell are pressed. And if you really want to make sure, just take a number and bang. No, don't hit your screen, but you get what I mean. Make sure that the application bell is on, so you can get notified on when this extremely exciting episode are coming to YouTube. And guys, without any more introduction, let's just dive right into the book. So Atomic Habits by James Clear, page 194 to 900. Page 194 to 198. Read by the meat. The legend, the one and only, the man himself. Give me some please. Oh boy, yeah. That's me. So let's go. The CBA program is a prime example of the powerful of reflection and review. The Lakers were already talented. CBA helped them get the most out of what they had, and made sure the Rabbits improved rather than declined. Reflection and review enables the long-term improvement of all habits because it makes you aware of your mistakes and helps you consider possible paths for improvement. Without reflection, we can make excuses, create rationalizations, and lie to ourselves. We have no process for determining whether we are performing better or worse compared to yesterday. Top performers in all fields engage in various types of reflection and review, and the process doesn't have to be complex. Kenyan runner Eliud Kipchoge is one of the greatest marathoners of all time, and an Olympic gold medalist. He still takes notes after every practice in which he reviews his training for the day and searches for areas that can be improved. Similarly, gold medal swimmer Katie Ledecky records her wellness on a scale of 1 to 10, and includes notes on her nutrition and how well she slept. She also records the times posted by other swimmers. At the end of each week, her coach goes over her notes and adds his thoughts. It's not just athletes either. When comedian Chris Rock is preparing fresh material, he will first appear at small nightclubs dozens of times and test hundreds of jokes. He brings a notepad on stage and records which bites go over well, and where he needs to make adjustments. The few killer lines that survive will form the backbone of his new show. I know of executives and investors who keep a decision journal in which they record the journal decisions, in which they record the major decisions they make each week, why they made them, and what they expect the outcome to be. They review their choices, and at the end of each month or year to see where they were correct and where they went wrong. Improvement is not just about learning habits. It's also about fine-tuning them. Reflection and review ensures that you spend your time on the right things and make course corrections whenever necessary. Like Pat Riley adjusting the effort of his peers on a nightly basis. You don't want to keep practicing a habit if it becomes ineffective. Personally, I employ two primary modes of reflection and review. Each December, I perform an annual review. Yeah, it's the time now of the year. Annual review, in which I reflect on the previous year. I tally my habits, TALLY. I tally my habits for the year by counting up how many articles I published, how many workouts I put in, how many new places I visited, and more. Then I reflect on my progress. For an example, by answering 3 questions. The first question, question 1. What went well this year? Question 2. What didn't go so well this year? Question 3. What did I learn? 6 months later, when summer rolls around, I conduct an integrity report. Like everyone, I make a lot of mistakes. My integrity report helps me realize where I went wrong and motivates me to get back on course. I use this as a time to revisit my core values, and consider whether I have been living in accordance with them. This is when I reflect on my identity and how I can work toward being the type of person I wish to become. My yearly integrity report answers 3 questions. My yearly integrity report answers 3 questions. Question 1. What are the core values that drive my life and work? Question 2. How am I living and working with integrity right now? Question 3. How can I set a higher standard in the future? Those 2 reports don't take very long, just a few hours per year, but they are crucial periods of refinement. They prevent the gradual slide that happens when I don't pay close attention. They provide an annual reminder to revisit my desired identity and consider how my habits are helping me become the type of person I wish to be. They indicate when I should upgrade my habits and take on new challenges, and when I should dial my efforts back and focus on the fundamentals. Reflection can also bring a sense of perspective. Daily habits are powerful because of how they compound, but worrying too much about every daily choice is like looking at yourself in the mirror from an inch away. You can see every imperfection and lose sight of the bigger picture. There is too much feedback. Conversely, never reviewing your habits is like never looking in the mirror. You aren't aware of easily fixable flaws. A spot on your shirt, a bit of food in your teeth. There is too little feedback. Periodic reflection and review is like viewing yourself in the mirror from a conversational distance. You can see the important changes you should make without losing sight of the bigger picture. You want to view the entire mountain range, not the bees over each peak and valley. Finally, reflection and review offers an ideal time to revisit one of the most important aspects. Finally, reflection and review offers an ideal time to revisit one of the most important aspects of behavior change: identity. How to break the beliefs that hold you back. In the beginning, Repeating a habit is essential to build up evidence of your desired identity. As you latch on to that new identity. However, those same beliefs can hold you back from the next level of growth. When working against you, your identity creates a kind of pride that encourages you to deny your weak spot and prevents you from truly growing. This is one of the greatest downsides of building habits. The more scared an idea is to us, that is, the more deeply it is tied to our identity, the more strongly we will defend it against criticism. You see this in every industry. The school teacher who ignores innovative teaching methods and stick with tried and true lesson plans. The veteran manager who is committed to doing things his way. The surgeon who dismisses the ideas of her younger colleagues. The band who produces a mid-blowing first album and then gets stuck in a rut. The tiger who clings to an identity. The tighter we cling to an identity, the harder it becomes to grow beyond it. One solution is to avoid making any single aspect of your identity and one solution is to avoid making any single aspect of your identity and overwhelming a portion of who you are. In the words of investor Paul Graham, keep your identity small. The more you let a single belief define you, the less capable you are of adapting when life changes you. If you tie everything up in being the point guard or the partner as a film or whatever else, then the loss of that face of that face of your life will break you. If you're a vegan and then develop a health condition that forces you to change your diet, you will have an identity crisis on your hands. When you cling too tightly to one identity, you become brittle. Lose that one thing and you lose yourself. Eminem. For most of my young life, being an athlete was a major part of my identity. After my baseball career ended, I struggled to find myself. When you spend your whole life defining yourself in one way and that disappears, who are you now? Military veterans and former entrepreneurs report similar feelings. If your identity is wrapped up in a belief like, I'm a great soldier, what happens when your period of service ends? For many business owners, their identity is something along the lines of, I'm the CEO, or I am the founder. I'm the greatest book club in the world. If you have spent every working moment working on your business, how will you feel after you sell the company? The key to mitigating those losses of identity is to redefine yourself such that you get to keep important aspects of identity even if your particular role changes. I'm an athlete. I'm the type of person who is mentally tough and loves a physical challenge. I'm a great soldier transforms into I'm the type of person who is disciplined, reliable, and great on a team. I'm the CEO translates to I'm the type of person who builds and creates things. When chosen effectively, an identity can be flexible rather than brittle. Like water flowing around an obstacle, your identity works with the changing circumstances rather than against them. The following quote from the Tao of Ching encapsulates the ideas perfectly. Men are born soft and supple. Dead, they are stiff and round. Plants are born tender and pliant. Dead, they are brittle and dry. Thus, whoever is stiff and inflexible is a disciple of death. Whoever is soft and yielding is a disciple of life. The hard and stiff will be broken. The soft and supple will prevail. Lao Tzu. Habits deliver numerous benefits, but the downside is that they can lock us into our previous patterns of thinking and acting, even when the world is shifting around us. Everything is important. Everything is important. Everything is, even when the world is shifting around us. Everything is impermanent. Everything is impermanent. Life is continuously changing. So you need to periodically check in to see if your old habits and beliefs are still serving you. A lack of self-awareness is poison. Reflection and review is the antidote again. A lack of self-awareness is poison. Reflection and review is the antidote. Chapter summary. The upside of habit is that we can do things without thinking. The downside is that we stop paying attention to little errors. Habits plus deliberate practice equal mastery. Reflection and review is a process that allows you to remain conscious of your performance over time. The tighter we cling to an identity, the harder it becomes to go beyond it. Guys, guess what? This is the end of the episode, and I get a little bit emotional because I really enjoy it. I really enjoy this great book, and I'm happy that we finished because we finished another series. We almost finished another series, but I didn't say because I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed this series of the Atomic Habits, and we almost in the finish of the series. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate the fact that you choose to invest your time with me. So thank you very much. It's getting really late, and I really want to go to sleep. And I wait for this guy to come. So I think we have time for another episode. So let's go and just make another episode. Like a book club. Damn, I really enjoyed this episode. Thank you very much, guys. I really hope to see you guys for tomorrow for the next episode, extremely exciting episode of the Guns Book Club. We are going to finish the book, and after that, on the episode 249, we're going to have the recap and the summary of the book, and then 250, we're going to have the special episode. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be a crazy week. So thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate the fact that you choose to invest the time with me, and I know that I'm going to see all of you tomorrow more of you tomorrow for the next episode, extremely exciting episode of the Greatest Book Club in the world. Until then, have a great time. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. So guys, today is Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, 7th December 2021, and time now it's 23:40. It's getting really late, and let's make another episode. יאללה חברים, אז היום הוא יום שלישי, 7/12/2021, יש עכשיו 11:40. יאללה, הפרק האחרון שנשאר לנו פרק אחד עד שהוא יחזור לי את שלי, יחזור לי את הרמקול. זה הולך להיות, תחת זה מפגש להם את הסדרה הזאת, מאוד אהבתי את הספרים, אז יאללה בואו נחסוך את הזמן ונתחיל, יאללה. להתראות, נפגש לנו מעט בפרק הבא. Peace.